Hi, everyone, and welcome to this weekend's webcast. Thank you so much for all of your support with me coming back and doing these different types of webcasts. It was really nice that all of you made such nice comments that you really enjoyed the material. And I just want to continue with what I was talking about last week, that you've all had transitions happen to you over the past, 3 months or so, where like nothing was really in control. Either things left your life, or there were immediate changes, or things just really just started to happen, and you had no choice but to purge. And if you didn't, you were kind of held back in some way. And a lot of you just had to move, or had relationship issues. A lot of things did happen, physical stuff. But now you're at a point where a lot of the universal energy has kind of moved the energy. So if you think of like an earthquake or something, where everything is kind of jumbled up and moved, now it's time for your cleanup. Okay, so you have to, at this point, instead of the universal action happening, you have to start to initiate the action to happen. So now it's time to implement the action, which means that you've probably already purged some of the outer rings of your life, so things that weren't at the core. Now it's time to look at the core issues that you have been procrastinating on pretty much all your life. I know that's, crazy to say, but with these transitions happening, this isn't going to be a weekly thing. This is going to be a course of a little bit of time. So I'm kind of wanting to put you in the direction and kind of guide you as the different steps are kind of happening. So these are core issues, okay? Like family issues, issues with your health that you haven't addressed during your life. Mostly, though, it's emotional, spiritual, and mental issues. So patterns that you've been playing out for a long time need to be addressed and worked on. Also, anything around your house, your car, your environment that you have not fixed, that has been an issue for years, like little things that you've been putting off, now's the time to get all those little loose ends tied up, because once the energy shifts, you need to make sure that you are in a place where you got to buckle your seatbelt, because you are going to blast off and go fast. So I want you guys to be ready for when the change happens. I want you to be physically ready. So all of those medical things that you haven't addressed, do it now. I want your house, your environment to be ready. Anything that needs to be fixed, exchanged, things with your car, anything that needs to be done, get those things done in the next 3 weeks. Really important. Any new lifestyle changes, now's the time to do it. We just had a new moon. Now's the time to implement something long lasting, okay, whatever that may be. This isn't a fad diet, this isn't anything like that, but a lifestyle change. So if you say, okay, I want to add healthier things into my life, I want to start juicing, I want to put in a major lifestyle change that you can add to your life to make it better. Whatever that could be, less stress, that could be sleeping longer in the morning, whatever that may be. Any lifestyle change that's positive, I want you to move that forward, okay? So these are all actions that now you need to take, and these are with the harder core issues of life. Okay, if you look back on the last 7 to 8 years, whatever you've played out in a pattern now has started to, the patterns have purged, okay? So we are past that point of the patterns purging. The universe has purged almost as much as it's going to. Now's the time for you to rebuild. So it's kind of like that Tower card, where everything's kind of fallen away, and now it's time to rebuild your life. But now you need to build it on a solid foundation. So look at your physical health first. If that's not really, if there's something you need to take care of there, it's time to look at those things, okay? A lot of the times our excuses over the last 7 years were we were too busy pursuing things, doing things in our lives, but it looks like for most of you it's been a merry-go-round as far as playing out the same situations and things over and over again. So I'm going to give you guys one angel card today just to satisfy you guys having a card. Oh my God. Oh my God. These cards, I'm telling you, validate everything that's going on with the universal shift. Look at the one I chose. Release and surrender. Can you believe it? Out of the whole deck of cards, release and surrender comes up, and it says, we shower you with blessings of our radiant love. Open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped within your hands. Open your hands, arms, and heart to our love and assistance. So while you're going through these changes, you need to connect with your angels, spirit guides, ascended masters, and those on the other side to assist you with making this transition seamless and to putting guideposts in your way and signs so that you know where you're going. You don't want to be navigating this in the dark. And I would also recommend you not doing this all on your own. Always running things by a spiritual advisor or somebody that you trust that can be objective with these changes is always a good idea. Okay, because sometimes we misinterpret out of fear what we're supposed to do and what we're not supposed to do. And those things that we fear, sometimes we'll put on the back burner and not take action on. So I want to challenge you now that the universe has shifted everything. And now it's time for you to plant new seeds and to take action. So you cannot look back and blame anybody else for the next 3 weeks of what you decide to do. It's up to you to create your new life. New beginnings are on the horizon. Why don't you make it a good one? That's all I have to say. I will see you hopefully soon, and I hope you have a great holiday weekend. And all the dads out there, happy Father's Day. And the grandfathers too. Okay. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.